Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night, and the blindfold challenge we're going for tonight is from two big malty beers. It's these two. It is King Goblin from Wychwood and Old Crafty Hen from Greene. Why these two? Well, they're similar, and in particular, I was requested to do a bit of a follow-up from last week for King Goblin. So here we are. We're doing these two big malty beers. The King Goblin 6.6% and the Old Crafty Hen slightly less at 6.5%. The King Goblin describes itself as an imperial ruby beer. I assume that's reference to the king as opposed to the strength. And it says on the back that King Goblin is the king of legends, deep ruby in colour, with aromas of treacle, toffee and dried fruit, brewed with a blend of the finest crystal and chocolate malts and the addition of sovereign hops. Packed full of sweet caramel, coffee, and earthy roasted malt flavours for a warming seal of approval. Now, I've not had a King Goblin since the full takeover by Carlsberg of Wychwood Brewery, so it'd be interesting to see if I recognise it or if it's changed. And the Old Crafty Hen, like I say, is a 6.5% strong ale. It says it's oak aged, and it says we take our legendary 5-time strong ale, aged gently in oak vats for many months, and blend it with Old Speckled Hen to create this masterpiece, a perfectly crafted premium ale bursting with malt, toffee and dried fruit notes. So there, ladies and gents, boys and girls, is the reason I'm putting these two up against each other. They're very similar flavour profiles according to the labels. So, yeah. So without further ado, we're going to go to the Scoreboard of Joy, the Aid Memoir Scoreboard of Joy from Untapped, just so we can a bit of a recap up front. King Goblin has had 43,000 check-ins with an average score of 3.56, slightly higher in both respects to the Old Crafty Hen at 21.6 and 3.3. So, the Scoreboard of Joy, as always, is this one. That's got the 5 pillars of judgment: the looks, the aroma, the body, the taste, and the finish, which my able-bodied assistant will fill in as part of the blindfold challenge. If you're new to it, ultimately, I will blindfold myself and I will blind taste all of all of them, the two beers. I'm not going to get that drunk, and see which one I prefer. Completely blind. The winner of each section will get a point awarded to it. The looks goes last, because obviously I can't see what's being poured, because each beer goes into a separate glass. I do not see which, so I can be completely and utterly unbiased. The other reason the looks goes last, just a little bit of an update. Someone asked me on the comment that's since been removed by the author, why I do it blindfolded as a blind test. And it's simply because I find the looks kind of cloud my opinion of the flavour overall, because I have a tendency to associate colour with flavour. So I take that little bit of unconscious bias out of the way. So, as always, I shall get the blindfold on, and then my assistant shall pick a beer, pick a bottle, show them to the camera, and I will begin the test. So, Scarf of Joy from the team that always cause me palpitations. 20 points to 19 yesterday. Last action of the game. Won the game. So, let's do the old finger test, or whatever test. Hold something up in front of my face and I'll see if I can guess what it is. Are you holding something?
I'm not holding something, I'm holding up a couple of fingers. I'm not going to see how many fingers though.
Well, I can't see anything, so that's a good start. Right, so Josh, pick a beer, pick a glass and show it to the camera.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do this one in two. This glass.
Okay, so crack it open and pour.
Very tough one to open.
Ooh, the excitement builds. Ooh, that was right in front of my face. Yeah. Okay, how much is in there? Doesn't feel like a lot.
About half, I would say. But then again, that's half in my terms.
Half is half. Okay, and the next beer, show it to the camera, into
This.
what is obviously the Lemmy glass.
Yep. This one. But I just noticed that says cider. This isn't cider. I still hope not.
It's definitely not cider. I don't know what says cider. It could say the Stoke Beer
The
and
Lemmy
Cider
glass.
Festival. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, crikey. It's like you're trying to make me drop things. Okay. First test is the aroma. We're going to start with the glass that I received first, which is this one.
The Titanic glass.
Oh, big and malty. Big and malty. I'm just going to make it so I don't get it in the glass.
That would not be nice.
Malty fruit cake.
Beer scarf in your face.
Slightly. I can smell the alcohol in this one. It's quite strong. Lots of twigs, lots of caramel, lots of toffee. And deep fruit. It does smell good. There is something slightly sweet about this one as well. Smells really good. This one, oh wow, that's quite different. That is quite different.
It's going to be one of them that you can't really choose.
This one is quite a bit sweeter. A lot more sugary on the nose. It's almost like a vanilla note in there. The malt is nowhere near as prominent. This one is so much sweeter.
If I were to vote, I would
Woody.
say the sweeter one. That's my
I think I know which is which, but I'll say at the end. I think this one is more woody. A little sweeter. Because it's a style of beer, it's a dark beer, this one wins for me.
Okay. The point has been awarded.
Okay, so onto the body test. We start with the loser of the last round, which is this one. Medium weight. Carbonation is good. It's kind of medium soft in the mouth. Whereas this one, tiny bit lighter, a little bit smoother on the carbonation. It's an easy win again. This one.
Okay.
And on to the taste test, my favourite bit of the test. So starting again with the loser, I'm looking for the caramel, I'm looking for the toffee, I'm looking for the raisins, the plum, and of course I'm looking for twiggy hops. And so starting with this one.
So far it's 2 to the Titanic glass.
Where it's sweet on the nose, that sweetness is more balanced. This one is fruit forward. And the malt sits behind it. And it's a sweet, juicy raisin type flavour. Verging on Christmas cake. And that vanilla sweetness that's on the nose, that slight woodiness does come through. Whereas this one, the alcohol is blindingly obvious in this one. It's not a good alcoholic note either. It's almost verging on spirit-like, and it kind of spoils the whole thing. But behind it, it's more malty, and the fruit is a second fiddle, but it's a darker, more intense fruit. The alcohol spoils it for this one, so the point goes to the lemon-glass.
That's 1 and 2 to the other.
So we come on to the finish. On a beer like this, I want malt in a big way. I like the fruity hops to come through as well, but the malt is king in a beer like this. So we're starting with a loser, which I think I'll tell you what I think is after the tests have been done, but the scores are revealed. So the finish on this one, it is fruity, and the malts, once the alcohol fades, are really quite pleasant. And this one is more cakey.
Any toffee like
And
you said it would?
I'll come to that in a minute. The malts are, dare I say it, more caramelly, more toffee on the finish than they are in the flavour. Whereas this one, starts out sweeter. It's sweetness through and through. And then you get a lovely hot bitterness come in. And that complements the malts really well.
Sounds like
The hops, they don't ride roughshod, but they complement the malts nicely. They are balanced. I want to use the word, but I think it's overkill. They're balanced really well, let's put it that way. And this is a tough one because there's elements I like in both. I like the strength of the malt in this one, but I like the balance of malt and hops in this one.
If you go Titanic one, that's it.
I think the point is going to go to this one.
Because of the balance, I'm guessing. The points have been awarded.
Lovely. Right, I need you to take the glasses from me so I can reveal my face in anguish at the lights once more.
Maybe look away from the light and then turn back round. That might.
Oh, in fact, no. You have to pour. You have to top up.
Oh yeah.
So top up.
I'll top this one up first.
You got it?
This is the part where I'm like, which one was which? This one was this one. Yeah, this one was the first one I poured.
Don't want it quite in my face this time. A bit better. That one.
This one has to be correct. I'm sure it is. Oh. Sorry.
One day I'm going to spill these. Okay.
They're kind of...
Are we good? Bottles down?
Bottle is down.
Right.
I'll take
No, that's all good. It's all good. Here we go. Even if I look down, that light is killer. Okay. So, we have the two beers visually.
The Titanic
Visually very similar.
from my angle.
There is a subtle difference.
Like I said,
But it's super subtle. The heads are similar colour, similar consistency, what's left of them from the pour anyway.
I'm not sure if that's just my pouring.
It's all about the pour.
I went for the middle of the glass when it was angled.
This one is really difficult. These are so close visually.
I like the look of the Titanic one.
So close visually, but I'm going to give the point to the Titanic glass. So, I'm going to reveal before we go to the scoreboard, which I will reveal, which one I think is which. I think the Titanic glass is the King Goblin. So, the scores are Quiet, please. 3-2 to the King Goblin. So, I was right. The interesting thing is here for me, King Goblin used to be brilliant, and I think it's gone downhill. I suspected it had gone downhill, and I think I was right. That big, boozy, almost spirit-like vodka-ish hit of alcohol just wasn't there previously. It was much smoother. It tasted strong, but it was much smoother. Carlsberg strikes again. But it was 3-2 to the King Goblin, but not on the things that matter. The taste and the finish for me are the most important thing. And unexpectedly, Moreland, Greene King, Old Crafty Hen won the day. So, yeah, there we go.
No.
A tasty test, for sure. And, yeah, the victor is the one that didn't taste the best. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to adjust my points for this one because, you know, a beer that doesn't taste as good as the other one can't realistically win. So we'll take this one as a learning exercise and see how it goes from there. But we'll leave it there and say, first of all, thank you to my noisy able-bodied assistant this week.
Hi, and I'm not that noisy.
And we'll say, those have been the beers. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.